Good morning, friends, and I hope the message which I have put, market crash or upside, would be very uh, interesting to know because the reason behind everybody would want to know is market is so high, it is at lifetime highs. Will it fall or will it go further? Definitely would we all would like to understand and see uh, where is the market heading to. If you see the option chain data for at least for this week, let's open the option chain data and the Nifty has strong call writers at 20,000 and 19,800, which means to say they are very sure that market will not go beyond 20,000 in this expiry. Likewise, we will see the next expiry. They are still sitting there at 20,000 expiry, expecting that market will not go beyond that. However, we also see 19,000 and 19,500 put writers are sitting very strongly. Now let's look at the charts. Last week, when I drew the charts, I saw a strong trend line here. And this week, when I drew the charts, I see a very strong trend line over here. Now, when I draw a trend line, people think, okay, when this trend line breaks, market will fall. Well, the big players will trade opposite of what you and I are thinking. The moment retailers start feeling that market will crash or market will go down or market is going to go up, they do the opposite. So now how do we look at this data? There are various websites, there are various data where it shows the FI's positions, of course. But we also need to look at this data during the live market hours, which is through various applications where you come to know the algo trades. We can have a look at those trades and we can take a uniform decision. That's why in a couple of my videos I say that all this support resistance are old technologies. Market has gone beyond. The big players know where is your stop loss. The big players know where to throw you out of the system. It's very easy for them because they have all access to everything. They have access to your data, they have access to everything. Now, if we are able to access that, we can understand the market and trade accordingly. Of course, there are systems. I do understand you're all curious to understand that. Number two, looking at the charts also we can understand. Looking at the data also we can understand. And what I do is when I share a trade, like for example, I'm sharing a trade now. I would share this trade levels. If you see, I share trade levels every day. For example, for today, for I think uh, for today, if you see, I am expecting Mahindra 1543 above. I'm expecting a high. Now you will see this trend line and say, sir, this breakout, you'll think it's moving up. No, not necessary. There could be other reasons also. I look at the data and then analyze and share the trades. Now, or people will say, okay, sir, you're looking at the volumes and telling. Well, there are, as I said, very major reasons where we share the trade. But yes, you need to look at a lot of confirmations before doing any trades, right? And now let's look at what's the view of market for tomorrow, uh, or what is that we can expect the market to move for tomorrow. If you see today, let's understand before we go ahead for tomorrow. Let's see what are the trades which are available today. We had this Bank Nifty futures view. Of course, the first trade which fell from here and then gave a bounce back, and then this triangle. Many of them expected this triangle breakout might be going upside, but we did mention that we expected this to go down. So we'll see that accordingly. Did it fell down? Yes, it fell down, but this level got supported and closed at this place. Now, is this a support for tomorrow? Is something which we will understand tomorrow during the live market hours. But what I can see on the chart is again another triangle has been or formed to certain extent over here. Also, there is another pattern which is quite possibly can form today like this. When I say this, if price is not able to move sustain over this, then it can tend to move down till here, which is also my target, which I expected to have, which which can also happen. I can say uh, today it may test this. Let me just so these are possibilities which I'm talking about, and then start moving up. So hence I sometimes don't give the pre-market. I mean, don't give the pre-market calls. People think okay, my stop loss hit, but then if you notice, my pre-market calls are generally like this. Let me just give one instance. I would say buy BNF 45 uh, 400 CE above. Let me check the chart. Uh, so let me just check. Give me one moment. 45 400. So we are at weekly expiry. So I will take the same strike price to be easier. But I don't think we will see any good trades on the long side. Okay, 45 400 CE above 240 SL 200 190, sorry, 196. Target would be 277 to 300. Buy BNF 45 400 P above 212 or 216 SL 178 or 182. Target 240 to 70. So now when I do this, the price has sometimes may cross 240 and then hit SL. But I again mention to viewers that you should enter even if it comes again. But you should never try when the price is coming from above 240. If it is even 242 and coming down, don't try. Let it go below this and then go above below 240 and then cross 240 one or something, then yes, you can enter. It may happen and then you will see good trade. Now looking at this chart, I I feel I already have given my view. So there is a possibility that it may come down, retest this level, and then start moving up. But yes, there is a possibility that it may give us a chance on the downside and the upside also tomorrow. But coming to the point of market crash, you see the big weights. If you see this chart, it doesn't give you that confidence that market can crash, but nevertheless, market needs to retrace a bit. So if price is able to sustain below these levels, then it may test 19,500 levels, which is also a strong uh, or to 400, which is also a strong area. But not necessary it has to test. It may just manage, the big players may just manage this within this line here within 419,600 and then take the market up. But however, for sure, looks like market is very strong at the moment and wants to move higher to 20,000, 20,200 levels also, which is also a part of the wave structure. Now, what is the view I have on HDFC Bank? If you see HDFC Bank opened, I think high and then moved down. And if you see Bank Nifty also made a similar. We will also see what are the trades or we took. We initially in the opening we took both CE and PE, uh, or rather we initially took CE but then exited when we started focusing on the uh, put side. In fact, I think let me just check. And then I think I shared the PE levels. I was more concentrating on. Of course, we did see the CE moving up from 26 to 45, and then our we did trail our sell 36 and mentioned to book as per the comfort. And we also gave one trade. Uh, this got closed within about 5 minutes or so, if I remember. 45,500 CE about 393. Target was 450. This made a high of 448, and within about 10 minutes, this our trading stop got hit. Because normally I recommend to trail lessons and trade. And we had mentioned 20,300 put above 38, our targets of 50, 60, 80. This in fact made a high of 105. You can go back and check. So there were more trades on the put side rather than the call side. And the closing, of course, all this CEP, everything. If you see 20,200 PE, which made high of 105, close at around 5 paisa. So this is how expiry is. We Nifty expiry yesterday. We made some good profitable trades, though it was quite choppy. If we look at the charts, it is very tough. As this was one good trade, and then this is the range boundish which was here. And we look at IndusInd Bank. If you see IndusInd Bank, the pattern looks again like an M pattern. Now we all retailers that feel that M pattern. So market will definitely try to test here, but whether it moves down here or they will take it back up is something which you will never know. But if I see the charts in different time frames, I can see that there is again here a good support at this level. So there is also a possibility that they would want to test this level, make a false breakout, and then start taking a market move up also. But however, if you see, this is a very strong area where the price has got rejected the second time. And now does this lines help? is something where I will talk about price and action is important. Support and resistance are areas where the retailers think and buy, but will FIs trade at the same level, which is something which nobody can predict, and rather we should not predict. We would just follow the levels, a strict stop loss, and price action. And of course, the data will give you a lot of inputs into the system. But this is what I can see here in this chart. uh, IndusInd Bank futures, a very nice up move here, uh, which was made. It, sorry, it moved up here, retested, went high again, you know, consolidating. Now, whether it will still go down till here and go up is something which we'll see very shortly. What I can also see is also forming a kind of a triangle. It is taking support there, or I wouldn't say support. It is testing. It is trading within this range. So a good, uh, nice price action given multiple trades on the upside and the downside if somebody is able to capture the same. I'm also looking at State Bank of India life insurance. I'm looking at both call side and put side. Now I'm slightly more looks that market or this particular price, it may move down once before any other up moves. If I look at Kotak has been also uh, moved up nicely. Yeah, today it made a high of 1913 at the open, and then just immediately moved down and has been trading in this range. So uh, this is something which we need to observe and see how this goes. This is again an area. ITC, I'm looking at the long side. If 474.9 is moved, and I'm looking at 475 to 78. I'm also looking at the option side. Tata Chemicals also I'm looking at 1000 C. If this moves above 17, then I'm talking targets of 18 to 19. Bharat Forge also I am looking at on the equity front. I can say it's going very strong. We had added few quantities last week, 854, and now we're slowly exiting those positions. Cummins India, I think, is looking bullish, intraday at least. If 1900 call moves above 50, then targets of 50, 60 plus can be seen. Shriram Finance is also very, what you can say, a very good stock. Uh, it is kind of created a black pattern you can see, and also a different pattern in a different time frame. Uh, we need to see how this price. Let's look at the charts. This again is kind of, but I see more potential towards the upside if it's able to sustain above levels of 1790. Then I think, or even if it takes up, if it starts moving down to 1768 and then start moving up, then I would think of going long again. So two levels I think I'm looking to enter. TCS also can be in your radar. Uh, there's no clear trend after this move, uh, but then a very nice move from this level of 280 levels, 290 levels. Could have bought this at 3,300 also. Uh, so if you're looking at the long short-term perspective, but currently you see the charts, it looks as if it wants to move down, uh, but doesn't mean it looks that it wants to move down. But then when, as I mentioned earlier, at the moment you start thinking that this is short, the market will suddenly, you see that price will start pumping up. So don't predict the market, have your levels and trade. I'll speak about price action in once I and few strategies once our channel views or get increased. Okay, I have a friend who says pre-IPO space says good morning. Okay, good morning, sir. Uh, I will also have live what I can say sessions sometime once we complete our small task we are taken up. We are on the site working on it. Uh, HDFC Life was also in my radar. However, somehow I missed to uh, go short a very strong down move. A nice gap up today. Sorry, last week, and then has been going down after that subsequently. Uh, Here again, a gap down, and then went tried to show as if it is moving up. Uh, Rather, you can when you say that it tried to fill the gap. Yes, maybe it would have tried to fill the gap, but then again, you could have gone short and made a good profit. SL Tech Technologies is looking now has fallen very strongly, as looking to move up uh, and make some new highs possibly. If it sustains above this 1149 5045 levels, sorry, 1125 levels or 114550 levels, then I think we should again see 1300 in couple of months or so. Till the time, price will just keep moving up and down and confusing us and trapping us every time. But as an equity player, I think you should always try to hold positions. ITC would be one of the best examples for same. Uh, ITC few weeks or months back was trading, or rather sitting, sleeping at these levels, and people are crying, that it is not moving. If you then you see a sudden uh, move from 280 levels. If you see this for months together, here it was stuck, here, it was stuck here. And then once it started going up, it's not been stopping. It's doubled almost. From 270, it is now 470. So almost 200 points up. Uh, a good upside was seen from 22 March and has been going up. So that is how the systems are. I mean, uh, now also I think we should keep an eye on Reliance because of the stock split. It is already at the lifetime highs. Um, I think the euphoria of the split and bonus or other things would have attracted the retailers and and the big players as well. As per the charts, what I can see is until the the chances is that it may tend to uh, move up like this one, or it may even slowly move down from here and then start creating a pattern and then start moving up also. So we will see how it trades, and then based on the price action we will take trades accordingly. If you like our channel, please do subscribe, leave us comments. Of course, good morning to all. Have a profitable day. I also think let me share you the pre mid cap. I'm looking at 2000 sorry 8,300 call mid cap nifty. uh, Once it moves above 80 at the open, I'm looking at target making some profit of 20-30 points. So keep an eye on 8,300.